There's a bunch of them. How many rings is that? I normally do this for kids. You're going to have to help out. How many rings is this?
This is one.
Okay, right here is, with more energy.
3.
And I see he's even got his hands working on this one with the, Vanna White thing going on there. This makes
5.
right here is
6.
right now. And finally, a very single, very solid ring. Thank you, Zach. Now, a lot of people believe that they're single, but knowing what they're about to do, they're not convinced they're solid. So I'm going to hand a ring out for someone to examine. Could you pass that back to someone for me? How about someone over here? You can check out a ring. Make sure, look at it all the way around, make sure it's completely solid all the way around. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you what you can do with the rings. Zach, let you know how they work. It's actually interesting. It appears as if solid actually penetrates solid. Now, Zach, if you could take those apart for me, that'd be very appreciated. You looked at the ring all the way around, completely solid all the way around. You were looking at a ring over here. Was that ring completely solid all the way around? Pretty damn solid. You checked out this ring over there. You checked out this ring. I want you to watch a spot, Zach, right here, as it appears and only appears as if solid actually penetrates solid. Zach, would you help me show everyone how they work? It's actually quite simple. I just need you to bang the rings together just like this. This helps establish that the rings are actually linked together. You see, some people believe that a magician might hold his finger in between the rings to make them look like they're linked. I used to use my thumb until I learned this method. Rub the rings side by side there, Zach. Just side by side like this. And right where they're connected, go ahead and blow. And it actually appears as if they come apart. Now watch as Zach does this. It's actually quite amazing. Whoa, look! He's faster than I am. He's already got them back together again. Give him a hand. Now, Zach, I'm going to try to challenge myself to do 3 of these in the air at the same time. 1, 2, 3 days ago when I did this, Zach, it didn't work. I can have a second try, but okay. All right, there we go. 3 rings in the air. And I almost dropped one. It was a sudden gust of gravity. You know, we get those in Oklahoma. You felt one recently? 3 rings in the air at the same time. Zach, you can hold these for a moment. There's a bunch of fun shapes we can make with the rings, Zach. For example, we make something like a belt. Rather large fashion statement. Or a keychain. Couldn't lose your keys on a keychain like that, could you? Well, give me an opportunity. I have a bad habit of making things disappear that I don't intend to, like money. So watch the top ring. This is just an illusion, Zach. It's not actually taking place. But what you're about to see is going to make it appear as if this top ring travels to the bottom. Watch carefully. It's just an illusion. It's a special effect to you. I know, isn't that weird? I'll do it again. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. You should be used to doing that, right? So there's a bunch of other fun shapes we can make. For example, we make something that looks like a rocking chair, a swing perhaps. Rocking chair, a sling. Ooh, a sexual torture device. Or perhaps a ball, like a bowling ball or a globe. In a few months, we might see a little bit better weather, and we'll see a few more of these blooming flowers. All together now, aww. There is one more thing I'd like to do with the rings, and if I can get those back from you, Zach, all I need you to do, got all the rings hanging on one ring. Kind of musical, don't you agree? Can you name that tune? Jingle Bells, that's natural for this time of year. I was doing this at a school recently, and there was a kid in the audience that said, heavy metal. And, you know, they are made out of metal, they're a little heavy. I couldn't argue with that one. So, I just need you to wiggle your fingers in your hands at the rings, just like that, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Did you do it? You did it. Give him a hand. Oh. A lot of people would say that if all the rings are hanging on one ring and that ring comes off, well, there's got to be a trick in that ring. I say we've had the chance to examine them. You can check out that ring one last time. Make sure it's completely solid all the way around. Now, I promise no one that I've known has ever used it as a cock ring. It's a clean one. So, of course, we wouldn't mind seeing who that would fit, right? There is one opening, and you hold it like right there. I'll show you that the opening is right there through the center. Give Zach a hand for helping out.